with regards to this hearing, nasa news kamo, and you were accused of being sa fake news, etc., etc. Ma'am, remember, you apologized 4 times on those issues. Na-question sa'yo, and you apologize. And that's on record. Now, if it is true or not, and how it was delivered in social media or any media outlet, ay titingnan natin. But ma'am, sabi ko na nga, you were apologetic for the 4 questions that were issues that was raised against you. But question, again, question of fake news, question of you're telling something in your blogs, 4 na issue yun. Well, in fact, kinount talaga ni Chairman Abante. You apologize on those blogs that you have made.
Your Honor, yes,
Ganun lang po, that's on record.
Thank you, Representative
Mr.
Dionisio. The next interpolator will be Representative Romeo Acop. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. It's too late already in the day. My substantive or substantial questions will be asked in the next hearing. Pero meron lang po akong i-clarify. May I ask from Madam Kiambao Reyes?
Your Honor?
Is she still around?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, thank you. A perusal of your blogs, palagi mong nilalagay sa iyong mga blogs na this post is protected by Article 3, Section 4 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution. Tapos, defend free speech and no to bullies. Would that be true?
Nasinulat ko po yun.
Yes.
Is it true na sinulat
in
ko
your
po yun?
blogs, nakita ko yung mga nakalagay sa blog mo. It's either this post is protected by Article 3, Section 4 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution, at saka defend free speech and no to bullies.
Your Honor.
Would that be true?
Your Honor, una po, wala po akong blog, so that's just my personal Facebook account. And yes, nilalagay ko po yun, yung disclaimer na yan, kasi nga po, medyo sensitive po ngayon tayo sa mga ganyang post, di ba? So, I have to remind the readers also that these are just opinions, these are just reactions, it's no news, and our free speech is protected by our Constitution.
Mr. Chair, simple lang po naman yung tanong ko eh.
Ano po yun, Your Honor?
Ang tanong ko lang naman po pwedeng sagutin ng totoo.
Yes.
Kasi ang tanong ko lang kung lahat sa iyong post may nilalagay ka na this post is protected by Article 3, Section 4 of the 1987 Constitution, at saka defend free speech, at saka no to bullies. Yes or no?
No,
Yun lang
sir.
po, I do not need an explanation.
Sir, no, sir. Not all, but most of my posts, may nakalagay pong ganon. Lately, ha? Lately po, ganon. Pero sometimes ay nakakalimutan kong ilagay yon. But as much as possible, nilalagay ko po because that's also advice din ng mga kaibigan kong abogado.
Yes. May I know what Article 3, Section 4 of the 1987 Constitution all about?
It's about free speech, sir.
And would you know, Madam Kiambao, that free speech is not absolute?
I understand, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your
Mabuti.
Honor.
Now, matanong ko po ba, no to bullies, who are you referring to?
Marami po talagang bullies din sa online at
Sino po
marami
yung
po.
nagbubully sa inyo? O ikaw ang nambubuli?
Marami po kasi, sir, may mga vloggers sa kabilang side, yung mga kontra sa aming mga opinion na binubuli rin po kami.
Like who?
Pinagpo-post ng kung ano-ano. Gusto niyo, pwede pong banggitin yung mga pangalan nila?
Like who nga po?
Apo. Like yung sina Rene Astudillo, Labandera,
Okay, sige
sino
na
yan?
po.
TPL Labandera,
Tama na po.
TPL 3.
Ano po ang ini-espouse nila na laban po sa inyong opinion?
Eto po, sa akin po, tulad nung first hearing po, hindi ako nakarating dahil ako po ay nasa ibang bansa. Dumating na po ako ng hapon. And then, kung ano-ano na po yung mga pinagsasabi at pati yung itsura ko, kung ano-anong sinabi nila na kesyo, kung ano-ano pong hindi maganda. And hindi ko na rin naman po pinatulan, pero yun nga po, no to bullies, di ba? Parang just because hindi po tayo kumikibo, yun kung ano-ano na nga yung pinagsasabi sa kanilang mga FB pages. Sana nga rin po, napatawag din sila dito at nang matanong nyo rin po ang kanilang mga opinion tungkol sa usaping fake news.
Thank you.
Salamat din po, Your Honor.
Sinabi mo kanina sa opening statement mo, if I remember right, wala kang kinikilingan. You're not pro BBM or Marcos. You're not pro Duterte. Tama po.
Tama po, Your Honor. I'm pro good governance. But like I said, also in my statement, I support and I respect yung pong mga pinuno at lahat ng Pilipino na sumusuporta sa aking advokasya, which is good governance nga po at free speech.
Good governance.
Yes
Pero
po.
dapat po bang isali rin yung paninira ng mga individual na tao? If
Ano
you
po
are
y-
pro-governance,
Ano po yung tanong po doon, Your Honor?
dapat po ba ilalagay sa inyong mga post yung paninira?
Hindi ko po masyadong makuha po yung maintindihan po yung tanong. Baka mali po ang maisigot ko.
Hindi po ba question na po kayo kanina ni Honorable Abante? Nag-apologize nga po kayo 3 beses. At paiyak-iyak pa po kayo.
Yes, Your Honor. Napapaiyak po talaga ako sa...
And then you claim na wala kang kinikilingan. But from your post, meron kang kinikilingan.
Your Honor,
May bias ka rin na pinapakita. Kasi nandito sa akin ang listahan ng mga post mo, yo.
sige po. Your Honor, just let me know kung pwede na po ako magsalita. Pwede na po, Your Honor.
Yes, you have the floor.
Okay, maraming salamat po. Sabi ko po, ako ay pro good governance. Hindi po ako pro Marcos or anti Marcos or anti or any politician. Ang sabi ko po, I'm a pro good governance. And I also said in my statement that I also have my biases. 'Di ba? Sinabi ko po 'yon. Pero hindi po ako tumitira ng below the belt. I did not say na wala akong bias or wala akong kinikilingan. Obviously, tulad ng sabi ko, sinusuportahan ko ang mga pinuno, ang mga Pilipino na nagtataguyod ng good governance at free speech. So yes, may bias po ako. Kung sino po yung tingin ko na pinuno na nagtataguyod nito, yun po yung medyo bias po ako doon. Pasensya na po.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat din po, Your Honor.
Yeah. In one of your blogs, kasi hindi ka yata naka-attend, di po ba?
Yes, Your
Pero
Honor.
ipinost mo na, and I would like to quote, wait, did they not say that the hearing is meant to investigate their so-called pogo vloggers, narco vloggers, and fake news purveyors? If you're not one of those, why be there and allow yourselves to get insulted and unfairly labeled, accused by some dimwits whose obvious intention is to create a chilling effect? Now that you are here, Madam Reyes, did you feel this?
Again, sir? Did I feel...
Dito, yung mga sinabi mo sa blog mo that if you're not any of those, why be there and allow yourselves to get insulted and unfairly labeled or accused by some dimwits whose obvious intention is to create a chilling effect?
Sir, Your Honor, that was my emotion at that time and my opinion. Again, that's what I felt.
Sino po yung mga dimwits na sinasabi mo?
Wala naman po akong pinapangalanan, sir.
Sino po ba ang pinatatamaan mo dito sa post mo na ito? May I say? May I ask pala? Ikaw naman, Iha.
Wala. Pasensya na po, sir, kung... Pero yun nga
Hindi mo naman sinasagot yung tanong ko eh. Did you feel na ikaw ay na-insult dito?
Yes, Your
You're
Honor.
unfairly labeled or accused
Yes.
by some dimwits?
Your Honor, yes, I felt insulted. Naapektuhan po talaga din yung aming mga...
Sino po ang nag-insulto sa inyo?
Your Honor, kung makikita niyo po yung mga balita ngayon...
Hindi,
ang aming
sino nga nag-insulto sa inyo ngayong araw na ito? Kasi yun ang sinasabi mo dahil dapat nga hindi
Your
kayo
Honor.
attend ng hearing na ito dahil you will allow yourselves to get insulted and unfairly labeled.
Your Honor, pwede na pong sumagot. Sa tanong niyo po kung sinong nang insulto sa akin, ayoko pong
Hindi,
sabihin
ngayong araw
insulto,
na ito
pero
dito.
po, ngayon pong araw na to, natawag po ako ng tanga.
Sino
Hindi
pong
po ba?
tumawag sa inyo na tanga?
Mr. Chairman,
For the information of everyone, that word was already stricken off the record.
Sinagot ko lang po, Your Honor, yung
tinanggal na
tanong
po
niya.
natin yun sa minutes.
Yes, Your Honor, I understand. Sinagot ko lang po yung tanong ni Your Honor, Congressman Acop, kasi nga tinanong niya kung sino pong nang insulto sa akin. Ayokong isiping insulto po yun, pero kasi naniniwala ako na yung mga ganyang salita ay gawa din lang ng galit niya siguro. Kaya okay lang. Ang gusto ko lang po sigurong ang masakit lang kasi anyway, yun po. Yun lang po yung sagot ko dun sa tanong niya na
Pero
yun po,
sinabi
tanga.
mo rin na yung magtatanong sa iyo o mag-i-insult sa iyo isang dimwit. Di po ba? Inunahan mo na eh. Doon sa vlog mo. Di ba?
Opo.
Yes. It's there in your blog.
It is what it is, sir. And yun nga po, that's my...
Ikaw ang nauna,
Yeah.
hindi yung kwan. Kasi, inuna mo nang sinabi na kung a-attend yung mga vloggers, they will be labeled or accused by some dimwits.
Your Honor, kung titignan niyo po ay yung mga bali-balita ngayon, naidikit na po yung mga pangalan namin sa mga salitang fake news blogger, fake news purveyor, narco bloggers, pogo bloggers, nakadikit na po yon. In fact, yung latest kagabi, sinabi na ikukulong na yung mga parang 11 bloggers. Kami po yon. I-detain.
Sino po yung
Nasa balita po, Your Honor.
kanino
And,
pong balita?
marami po, pwede po nating makita mamaya, pero may mga bali-balita na po. Mga mainstream media po ang nagbalita at idinikit na po yung pangalan namin directly sa mga salitang yan. And nakakalungkot po kasi syempre, hindi naman po namin ma-explain yung mga sarili
Miss
namin
MJ,
sa lahat.
can I cut you off?
Yes, Your Honor.
May we know yung sinasabi mong nasa balita?
Opo.
Pwede mo kang pakita sa amin dito?
Opo, Your Honor.
Saan balita na ikukulong kayo?
Hindi-
Sino nagbalita? You mentioned mainstream, so that would be GMA, ABS-CBN.
Yes.
Pwede mong ipakita rito ang
Mainstream
preba
po.
na merong nagpalabas ang mga mainstream media na ikukulong kayo? Because
Wait
I have
lang,
not
Your
heard
Honor.
of any
Meron po.
mainstream media saying about this supposedly na pagkulong sa inyo. Pwede mo bang ipapakita rito yung prueba, ebidensya,
Meron po.
proof that this mainstream media has been saying na ikukulong kayo?
Yes, Your Honor. Pwede kong ipakita sa inyo mamaya kung gusto niyo po. Kasi na-screenshot ko
Sinong
naman
mainstream
po yan.
media ba yung sinasabi mo?
Can you just give me Radyo Mindanao Network? Tsaka meron pa marami pa akong nabasa kasi pino-forward nga po sa amin, sir, yung
Mr.
mga
Chairman.
ganyan.
Baka hindi naman mainstream media yon. Baka
Mr.
this is also social media personalities.
meron din, oo.
I don't think
No, sir,
if
mainstream
it is a legitimate media outlet,
It is, Your
if it is a
Honor.
mainstream media these are legit people. I don't think they will make irresponsible statements such as that.
Mr. Chairman.
Yun nga po, Your Honor.
Yes, Representative Baduano.
Anyway, with due respect to the statement made by Ms. Kiambao, ma'am, ganito kasi yan eh. Today's hearing will prove that indeed if it is true, no? At saka dokumentado po yung sinasabi mo na kahapon o kagabi may mga ganong report,
Meron.
it will be proven that it is not correct at it is not true. Kasi hindi naman kayo kinontempt eh, unless in this hearing you will violate our internal rules. Di ba? Now, hindi namin problema yun, ma'am. Kung may ganun. Kasi you were invited for the past several invitations. That's why you were issued as a pena ad testificandum. Ay siguro, ano mang media yan, baka interpretation nila, pag wala kayo dito, eh, makukontent talaga kayo. Now, ma'am, second, ma'am, yung sinasabi mo ngayon, yung news ngayon, you're now in the news. Okay?
And yesterday and
Now,
today, yes.
and then, with regards to this hearing, nasa news ka mo, and you were accused of being sa fake news, etc., etc. Ma'am, remember, you apologized 4 times on those issues. Na question sa'yo, and you apologize. And that's on record. Now, if it is true or not, and how it was delivered in social media or any media outlet, ay titingnan natin. But ma'am, sabi ko na nga, you were apologetic for the 4 questions that were issues that was raised against you. Di ba? Now, kaya dalawang issue dito. Question of contempt. Eh, hindi naman kayo siniting contempt. Now, that will be the question of that media outlet's credibility. Kung ba't nila ni-report na makukontempt kayo, na hindi naman kayo makontempt. Sabi ko nga, hindi kayo makukontempt today unless otherwise. You will violate the internal rules of this committee. Malinaw po yun.
Yes, Your Honor.
Diba? Well, in fact, itong hearing ngayon will prove that indeed you attended this hearing, and I'm very thankful for that. Kaya Tony Trexie, I'm very thankful for attending this hearing. But ma'am, ang sinasabi ko lang, yung mga news kagabi na iko-contempt kayo, now, ipoprove natin na hindi kayo na-contempt.
Yes,
Diba?
Your Honor.
But question of fake news, question of you're telling something in your blogs, 4 na issue yun. Well, in fact, kinount talaga ni Chairman Abante, you apologize on those blogs that you have made.
Your
Diba?
Honor, yes,
Ganun na
Your
po,
Honor.
that's on record.
Your Honor, I was just reacting po doon sa, or responding doon po sa tanong ni Congressman Acop. Hindi ko po sinasabi at ina-assume na ganun po yung gagawin ninyo. Nirelay ko lang po sa inyo yung mga balita na kumakalat at kung paanong ang aming mga pangalan ay nasisira. Hindi po ibig sabihin na dahil sa inyo, kundi dahil dito sa mga nire-report ng mainstream or ng social media about us na nakakasira. Those are fake news.
Ma'am,
Di po ba?
that's why, ma'am, on the other hand, because you're attending this hearing, it only proves that you were not cited in contempt. Di ba?
Yes, and
You are exceptionated doon sa issue na pinalabas nila last night ba yun or the other day. Pero ngayon, yung lumalabas ngayon, again, I would just like to reiterate, yung lumalabas ngayon na fake news ka or etc. whatever, eh, it was proven dito because you apologized. Now, it's up to them how to write the news or the item or whatever in their social media account. Bahala sila. But ang sinasabi ko lang po, we are basing all based on facts dito. Well, in fact, yung reklamo mo kanina na parang na-insulto ka, sabi nga ni Chairman, I was the one who moved. Diba, to strike out the unparliamentary statement made by my fellow colleague, my fellow chair sa Quadcom. Kaya gusto namin ipakita rin dito na we are fair here, ma'am.
yeah, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Chairman.
Again, sinagot ko lang po yung tanong. Hindi ko po gustong i-bring up ulit yung salitang yon sa akin, pero sinagot ko lang po ang tanong. Maraming salamat po.
Representative Acop.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I go to Madam Crisette Chu?
Yes, sir.
Is she
Good-
still, are you
Yes,
still
sir.
around?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Good evening.
Yes. Narinig ko po yung pagtatanong sa inyo ni Honorable Benny Abante. Tinanong ako po kayo kung sino yung mga congressmen na may mga anak o nakuan na nag-aaral kung saan-saan sa abroad. Di po ba?
Yes, sir. Nagtanong kanina.
Did you learn a lesson from that?
Yes, sir. That the next time I say that, I should have the courage to follow up with the actual names if I have the courage to name them.
Okay. I would like to inform you, Madam Chu,
Yes,
na
sir.
hindi po ako isa sa mga congressmen na binabanggit mo.
Sir, I know because that congressman is not here.
I beg your pardon?
Sir, I know, sir, because the congressman that I was referring to, it was based on the news, sir, and that
Hindi,
congressman...
kasi ang sabi mo kasi, mga congressman. That's why I was asking that question. Did you learn anything from the interpellation of the Honorable Abante? And I'll tell you if you do not know. Sinasabi ko lang
Yes,
na
sir.
hindi po ako isa sa mga binabanggit mo na yun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
At yung mga
yes, sir.
anak ko, hindi nag-aral sa abroad, nandito po sila lahat, nagtatrabaho, and they are good citizens of this country.
Yes, sir. Good for you, sir.
Hindi. Huwag mong good for you. It's my job as the father.
No, no, sir. I did not mean it
As I expect that
disrespectfully,
you should
sir.
also, if ever you have children, you should train your children to become good citizens of this country.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I did not mean it disrespectfully. That's not my intention. I apologize if...
Now, the lesson I would like to give to you is that you should, whenever you come up with your post, you should not generalize. Kasi mga congressmen, nilalahat mo, iha.
That was not my intention, sir. I do not...
Okay,
I did
why
not
did you
mean...
write it?
I did not...
Kaya nga sinasabi ko, ang lesson learned mo dapat dito, huwag ka nang mag-generalize sa mga post mo.
Yes,
Kasi
sir.
hindi
I
ka
will
nga
be
makasagot
more
kanina. Kung
specific
tinanong ka
next
ni,
time,
nung
sir.
tinanong ka ni Honorable Abante, you name the congressman.
Yes, sir. You're right, sir. I will be specific if I do have issues with
And for the
certain
other
people. I'm sorry,
bloggers,
sir, for if you felt that I was alluding to generally.
to tell you frankly, I felt insulted. Kasi you're referring to me also, mga congressmen.
I understand, sir.
Di ba? Ngayon, sa mga vloggers, kung titingnan ko, masyado kayong mga judgmental eh. That's one thing you should learn. Huwag po kayong maging judgmental. And I don't think you have the right to judge others. Di po ba? And the other thing that you forgot is that when you come up with your post, if you come up with informations, you did not exercise due diligence. Wala po kayong fact-checking kung totoo yung mga nire-report ninyo. Yun po yung aking observation kasi sa mga post na naharap sa amin. That is why nagkakaroon na tayo ng polarization. And that is one of the ill effects of fake news. Maski na nga yung national sovereignty natin, nahahati na tayo. I hope this, you people are engaged in this kind of business, you will realize na dapat hindi last hearing, tinanong ko nga yung mga nag-attend, ano po ba ang advantage ng fake news? Wala naman sumagot sa akin. Baka ngayon, meron kayo sasagot sa akin. Ano po ang advantage ng fake news para sa ating sosyedad o para sa ating bansa? Meron po bang makakasagot sa akin nun?
Sir, may I?
Mr. Chair, sasagot daw?
Yes, please.
Hindi po kayang sagutin. Kailangan po natin ng definition ng fake news. Kasi po, merong fake news na time-bound. Totoo ngayon, bukas hindi na totoo. Katulad ni Galileo na nagsabi na heliocentric ang
excuse me, Mr. Chair.
solar system.
Madam, please
Opo.
indulge me. Ano po yung unang statement ninyo?
Baka po para magkaintindihan ay i-define po natin kung ano ang fake news.
Yung sumunod na statement.
Kasi minsan po, ang tinatawag na fake news ay time-bound. Posibleng totoo ngayon, bukas hindi na totoo. Katulad nga po ng heliocentric versus the geocentric solar system. Naparusahan po si Galileo. Pero 600 years later, nag-apologize ang simbahan. Dahil totoo pala siya.
So, what
So-
is the advantage of fake news?
No, sir, we can only answer that question if we define what fake news is.
And may I know, from your background, how would you define fake news?
Sir, that's one of my problems with the proposed legislation, is that it is very difficult to pin down a definition for fake news.
May I know,
Marami
may I
po
know
ang
what
binasa.
proposed legislation are you talking about?
Sir, Representative Ace Barber says that he proposes regulation, a regulatory framework for social media to combat fake news. And therefore, we have to define what fake news is.
So in other words, as far as this representation is concerned, wala pa akong nababasa na proposal because the proposed bill regarding fake news will come out after this hearing.
Yes, sir, but you're already asking us questions on fake news.
Yes, kaya nga, kasi that is why we're holding this para magkaroon po kami ng clearer understanding kung bakit ano ang fake news, ano yung ill effects ng fake news, ano ang advantages. That's why I'm asking, ano ba ang advantage ng fake news? Para we can balance it.
Sir, like I said, if we can have a working definition of what you call fake news, for instance, is clickbait first fake news, fake yung headline pero nasa body naman yung katotohanan. What about sarcasm, sir? Kasama po ba siya sa fake news? Paano kung jokes? Fake news din po ba yun? Gusto ko lang malaman para alam ko kung paparusahan niyo po kami, alam namin kung ano yung ginawa naming mali.
Wala pang mali kasi wala pa kayong pinaviolate na batas except yung cybercrime law. Di po ba?
Opo.
And the other criminal laws which are controlling insofar as this issue is concerned. Di po ba?
Andiyan na rin po ako, pero para naiintindihan ko po na ito ay inquiry in aid of legislation. At pinuntirya na po ng mga kinatawan dito na may problema tayo sa fake news dahil nakakapanira. Pero sir, we're pointing out a wrong, but we don't know yet how we're going to define the wrong. And it is a basic tenet sa atin sa Ligang Batas na bahagi po ng bago maggawa ng regulasyon ay may notice tayo kung ano yung masama. Gayon din po sa ating pagdidiskurso dito, kasama po dapat ang isang working definition. Ano po ba ang tinatawag natin na fake news? Baka kailangan din po ng diskurso doon.
When we come up with the proposed bill, there will be a definition of terms, as always.
Maraming
fake
salamat
news
po.
there will be defined.
Maraming salamat po.
Yes, that's the protocol of this legislative body. Whenever we come up with bills, we have a portion of that bill which define the terms embodied in the proposed bill. So nandun, i-define namin. Don't you worry.
Salamat po.
Yes, because if ever there will be a proposed bill, it will still undergo technical working group, and maybe most of you would still be invited. So your opinions on the matter will be known by the legislators. So magkakaroon po ng definition. Would that allay your fears, Madam Angeles?
Yes, sir. Pero sana, ano lang po, ang request lang po, naintindihan ko po na nagagalit kayo dun sa ibang napopost ng mga kasamahan ko.
Hindi po ako nagagalit, Madam Angeles. Kasi ang nagsasabi lang sa akin, yung mga anak ko, kung binabanatan po ako. Sila po ang mahilig magbasa. Ako, I'm too old already to read all those things.
Naiintindihan ko po, sir. Pasensya na po kasi bahagi rin po ng pagde-develop ng ating komunikasyon, ating bagong teknolohiya na tinatawag nating social media, pati po yung values nagde-develop din. Sana naiintindihan din po ninyo na bahagi din po ito ng kahit anong pagbabagong nangyayari. So,
Yeah, pero kung yung means na pagbabago ay labag po sa batas, tama po ba yun? Attorney?
Sir po, pakiulit po.
Kung yung pagbabago na sinasabi po ninyo, kasama sa pagbabago, ay kung labag naman po sa batas.
Kasama po sa batas?
Hindi,
O
labag po sa batas. At
Sir,
nakakasama doon sa mga citizens ng country na ito. Tama
Sir,
po ba yun?
Sir, maliwanag naman po pag may paglalabag sa batas na kailangan itong parusahan.
Sa tingin po
Pero,
ninyo, sa experience po nyo, kayo po ang kasama dyan sa business na yan. Wala po bang paglalabag sa batas na nangyayari ngayon?
Wala po naman din akong sinasabi na walang paglalabag.
Hindi, tinatanong ko nga po kayo. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na sinabi ninyo eh. Binabato mo sa akin yung katanungan ko eh. Kayo po ang nagpa-practice nito.
Sir,
Nababasa po ninyo yung mga blogs ng iba. Wala po ba, sa tingin ninyo, wala pong paglalabag sa batas?
Sir, kung sa fake news,
Hindi, sagutin niyo po
pong
muna
level.
yung tanong ko.
Sir, may mga nakikita ko, yung iba ay libel, mayroon pong iba na dahil hindi po nila naiintindihan, mayroong posibleng mga unlawful utterances. Pero covered nga po siya ng batas. Pero ang pagkaintindi ko po sa diskurso natin ngayong araw na ito ay yung posibilidad na gawan natin ng batas ang tinatawag ninyong fake news.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That
May
is the purpose
nakikita
of this
ako.
hearing also.
Yes, sir. Mayroon din naman po ng paglalabag, pero dahil hindi pa po batas ang fake news, hindi siya paglalabag sa batas. Gayon pa man, naiintindihan ko, mayroong nasasaktan, mayroong nadadamage. At yun po dapat yata ang pinupuntirya natin. Yung may masasaktan, yung may damage, at yung may mali siya. Kung titignan po natin ang batas, lahat po ng limitasyon sa kalayaan magsalita at magpahayag ay ukol doon sa mga may masasaktan, katulad ng bayan o kaya individual, o mayroong malaking possibility ng kaguluhan. At ginagawa ito ng may mali siya. So kung ito pong mga elemento na to ay present doon sa pagpapahayag ng fake news, definitely, sir, mayroon pong nangyayari niya ngayon.
Noted po.
Maraming
I agree
salamat
with you
po.
also on that point. Thank you. Mr. Chair, may I go to BIR? A while ago, BIR, natanong po kayo kung nag-comply kayo sa submission ng mga nagbabayad po ng taxes na nag-engage sa business na ito. Di po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
And a while ago, if I remember it right, hindi pa kayo makapagbibigay ng mga payments that they made. Would that be correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. May I know why?
Your Honor, we are prohibited by Section 270 of the Tax Code, Your Honor.
And what does that state?
Your Honor, we are prohibited from divulging data based on the returns filed by the taxpayer, Your Honor.
It is also provided by the National Internal Revenue Code na meron kayong submission of pertinent information to Congress. Are you aware of that provision?
The exemption, Your Honor, of the 270?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, kaya nga, pwede kang mag-submit dito sa amin.
Yes, Your Honor. We are allowed to submit those documents, Your Honor, in an executive session, Your Honor.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kaya nga pinag-prepare namin because kami ang magsasabi kung we will get it in executive session.
Yes, actually, Your Honor, the documents are already being prepared. The thing is, it is quite difficult to segregate the social media influencers alone, Your Honor, from the other taxpayers, Your Honor, from those who are receiving compensation or income from, for example, digital market, Your Honor, from the sale in digital market. We have, as of now, Your Honor, a lump sum of the taxpayers, but we are in the process of segregating the social media influencers alone, Your Honor.
Yeah. And your circular about this was only made in 2021. Would that be correct?
What particular circular, Your Honor, may I...
Regarding payment of taxation for those indulged in this kind of industry?
Your Honor,
The bloggers?
Yes, Your Honor, 2021, Your Honor.
Yes, 2021. Kasi gusto namin na makita rin kung paano tinatax itong mga ito by the BIR. Kasi yun ang kasama sa question ko sa next hearing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Representative Acop. The last interpolator is Representative Paulo Ortega.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Like the Honorable Romeo Acop, I will reserve some of my questions for the next hearing since karamihan po na tanong na. But additional manifestations na lang po, Mr. Chair. Siguro kanina when we got the names or the account names or aliases of our vloggers, baka pwede rin pong malaman kung meron pa silang mga ibang accounts saka additional na mine-maintain na accounts. Then I would like to manifest also, Mr. Chair, na we invite the other victims of fake news like our friends from the media, our friends from the showbiz industry, and other members from government as well, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Before we suspend the hearing, I have some matters to discuss. First and foremost, we would like to inform everyone that the tentative date for the next hearing will be on April 8. During the last hearing, we have issued, or rather, this committee has issued show cause orders to 34 resource persons, mostly social media personalities. Out of 34 that we have invited, 10 are present today and 24 did not attend. These are the following: Mr. Alex Destor, Alan Troy Rolando Sasot, Alvin Montero, Claire Eden Contreras, Claro Ganak, Cyrus Preglo, Darwin Salceda, Edwin Hamora, Elmer Hugalbot, Ernesto Abinis Jr., Attorney Glenn Chong, Jeffrey Almendra Celis, Jeffrey Cruz, Joe Smith Medina, Jonathan Morales, Julius Milanosi Maui, Kester Ramon Balibalos Tan, Lord Byron Cristobal, Lorraine Marie Badoy, Maria Florenda Espinilla, Maricar Serrano, Susan Batalla, Mary Catherine Binag, and Miss Vivian Zapata Rodriguez. So at this point, since we have already issued this cause order, this committee is now, since of your non-appearance, this committee now is compelled to issue a subpoena.
Mr. Chairman. Chairman.
Yes, Representative.
Mr. Chairman, may I respectfully move to issue a subpoena at the stificandum for all those mentioned named by the Chairman. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Second, Mr. Chair.
Any objection? Therefore, the chair hereby, the motion is approved, and the chair hereby directs the committee secretary to issue the subpoena to the mentioned resource persons. We also issued, rather this committee also issued subpoena at the secondum to 11 resource persons. Out of 11, 8 are present, and the following 3 resource persons did not attend: Ms. Lauren Marie Badoy, Mr. Jeffrey Almendra Celis, Mr. Alan Troy Sasrugando Sasot. So may we inform those mentioned that have been issued a subpoena that the subpoena is still in effect.
Mr. Chair, may I?
The next step after subpoenas have been issued, if still the mentioned personalities will not attend the next hearing, the committee has no recourse but to issue a contempt order if they will not show on or they do not attend on the next hearing tentatively scheduled on April 8. Yes, Attorney Cruz.
Sir, Ms. Lorraine Marie Badoy is out of the country. She sent me a copy of her ticket and a copy of her notice that she cannot make it today. However, I don't think it has been received by the Secretariat. May I be allowed to forward it to the Secretariat?
Yes, please submit the ticket or whatever document, but still, the subpoena is still in effect.
We will inform her, sir.
So therefore, I appeal to those personalities concerned to appear during the next hearing para po hindi na po natin may issue ang contempt order. If those, again, I reiterate, those personalities that have already received subpoenas, if they will not appear on the next hearing, this committee will be compelled to issue a contempt order.
One last, sir.
Yes,
Ms.
Tony Cruz.
Sasrugando Sasot is in China, and she attempted to join today, as discussed earlier, via Zoom. She cannot return to the country.
Chairman.
Whether she is in the country or not, all orders coming from this committee will still be in effect.
Chairman.
Representative Paduano.
Chairman, let it be clear to the resource persons, especially those not present today, in regards to the explanation relayed to you by Ms. Badoy. Ang malaga po dito, attorney, is the written explanation. Attached with is all the documents that will prove that indeed he was abroad, she was abroad, and at the same time, if the written explanation is valid. No, yun po. So, as of now, we will accept all those documents that you will submit to the Secretariat, but still, Ms. Badoy and Ms. Asot, o Mr. Asot, Sasot should make a written explanation and submit it to the committee before the next hearing po.
Thank you, sir.
And lastly, Mr. Chairman, just to remind everyone, resource persons, and that includes all those resource persons that are not present in today's hearing, and maybe they're monitoring this hearing. let me remind everyone that please don't force us to cite you in contempt, because under our rules, just to remind you, Section 11 of our internal rules, paragraph F, we will not allow discussions or attacking, insulting this committee hearing after the suspension of this hearing, because you will be in violation of Section 11, letter F of our internal rules. We will be forced to cite you in contempt for in violation of letter F, undue interference in this hearing po. Just be reminded po. Kasi we have already done that in my committee. One of the black timer in Cagayan, Bombo Radio Cagayan, was cited in contempt because after the hearing, he attacks the result of and insulted the committee and the result of the hearing. Please be reminded po. Thank you.
If there will be any changes in the tentative schedule on April 8, we will issue notices to all concerned.